Figures from the National Agency for the Control of AIDS indicate that about 1.8 million Nigerians are living with HIV/AIDS. Of this number, over 75 billion naira annually will be required to place them on life support drugs. The medication is to keep the virus in check and address the challenge of person-to-person transmission. At a briefing to update Nigerians on the agency's activities to achieve control of the epidemic, NACA Director General Dr. Gambo Aliyu said efforts are on to identify and place over 90% positive persons on medication.
By the time we succeed in identifying over 90% of people who have HIV in our midst and put them on these life-saving drugs, we are confident that transmission, person-to-person transmission, will drastically drop or will be eliminated. We are also confident that these drugs will prevent the virus from destroying the immune mechanism of the host or person that has it, and that will prevent what we call AIDS. To continue to provide that medication for 1.5 million, you need nothing less than 75 billion naira annually.
The NACA boss, however, expressed worry that majority of the HIV/AIDS interventions and programs in Nigeria are funded by international donors.
We're looking at private sector, and the private sector is working with us very well. We're coming up with a HIV Trust Fund. Very soon it will come to fruition, and that will help provide some of these resources. We're hoping that even when the big donation dries up, we should have some internally generated resources that will support HIV response.
He further raised alarm on the implication of the 6 months interruption in HIV treatments due to the outbreak of the coronavirus in Nigeria.
Affected our capacity to do our routine tests for HIV, especially the viral load testing that help us to monitor the level of the viruses in individuals. But you know, in situations like that, you got to prioritize. And at that particular time, the priority was COVID.
The agency also disclosed that it requires to invest $2.4 billion to identify and treat additional 540,000 persons living with HIV/AIDS to reach the United Nations target for epidemic control in the next 3 years. Palang Bukar, CNN News.